Hey, what's up, everyone? I did some research and I finally found the emails that I was looking for from, I think it was August 18th, 2015. This is one of the leaked emails from Hillary Clinton to Podesta. And it starts out, it says, "Dear John." Now, this is an exact copy. Now, when you go to Snopes and search this, it says that it's partially true, partially false, but here it is. This is an exact copy. You see right here, "Dear John, because the war in space is because the war in space race is heating up. I felt you should be aware of several factors as you and I schedule our Skype talk." And this is Hillary talking. "Remember our non-violent ETI." Now, ETI stands for extraterrestrial intelligence. Our non-violent extraterrestrial intelligence. Kind of interesting. "From the contiguous universe." Now, listen to that. Contiguous universe. Here she is talking about beings from another universe. Our non-violent ETI from the contiguous universe are helping us bring zero-point energy to Earth. Now, why wasn't this talked about? Why wasn't this spoken about? They will not tolerate any forms of military violence on Earth or in space. Kind of interesting. I'm glad I found this. This is actually Hillary's emails. You can see right there, date 2015, August 18th, 10:30. Subject: email for John Podesta. Space treaty attached. It goes on to say the following information in italics was shared with me by my colleague Carl Rosen, who worked closely for several years with Wernher von Braun before his death. Carl and I have worked on the treaty on the prevention of the placement of weapons in outer space, attached for your convenience. She was emailing back and forth about these beings, or extraterrestrial intelligence from the contiguous universe, that are helping bring zero-point energy to Earth. And they won't tolerate any form of military violence on Earth or in space. So they said we must work on a treaty for the prevention of the placement of any weapons in outer space. Interesting. Here's a copy right here of the exact words if you had a hard time reading it. And the rest of it. And they brought up the Vatican. This is from October 2016. Now, Snopes says it's partially true and partially false. It's a mixture. And all they meant was a little bit of it that was going out there was false. Let me show you some of the emails from Hillary. "Dear John, as 2015 unfolds, I understand you are leaving the administration in February. It is urgent that we agree on a date and time to meet to discuss disclosure and zero-point energy at your earliest available after your departure. My Catholic colleague, Terry Mansfield, will be there too to bring us up to date on the Vatican's awareness of ETI, extraterrestrial intelligence." Think about that. "Another colleague is working on a new space treaty, citing involvement with Russia and China. However, with Russia's extreme interference in Ukraine, I believe we must pursue another route for peace in space and ZPE on Earth, zero-point energy on Earth." And that zero-point energy was coming from these beings from beyond. And they would not tolerate any forms of weapons or violence in space or on Earth. Something I mean, that's something to think about right there. Just keep on reading here. I met with the President Obama Honolulu childhood friend, his friend, U.S. Ambassador Pamela Hamamoto on July 4th at the United States Mission in Geneva. When I was able to tell her briefly about 0 point energy, I believe we can enlist her as a confidant and resource in our presentation for the President. I appreciate Aaron's assistance in working with Terry to set up our meeting. And they started talking about the man that walked on the moon, the sixth man on the moon. The second message was dated August 18, 2015. It included a brief introduction and talks and a series of links, primarily discussing the militarization of space, and it bore the same signature as the first one. And it goes on to say, this is from Snopes, which reports whether something is true or false. And this is true. For John Podesta, dear John, because the war in space is heating up, I feel that you should be aware of several factors. And right here she goes on to talk about our non-violent ETI, extraterrestrial intelligence from the contiguous universe, are helping 0 point energy to Earth. Here is Hillary's email. You can find it right there on Snopes.com. And Snopes.com usually gets their facts straight, but they've gotten a few things wrong here and there that I remember happening. They say didn't, but for them to say it, it sounds like they have some sort of plan, really, to be honest with you, but you decide. It goes on to talk about the Catholic Church's involvement, and it goes on to talk about the non-violent ETIs, extraterrestrial intelligence from the contiguous universe, helping us bring 0 point energy to Earth. They will not tolerate any forms of military violence on Earth or in space. But here it is, her email to John Podesta about extraterrestrial intelligence, about the aliens from the contiguous universe helping to bring 0 point energy to Earth, and how the Catholic Church is well aware of those beings. Just thought I'd share this and proof. The email was sent by Hillary. Why it's terrybillionaires at AOL.com, I don't know, to johnpodesta at gmail.com on this date. Signing out. Peace. Showing truth. That must be why all of the Democrats want to push the alien agenda, and why they continuously keep talking about it like they have the answers. And they're bringing this back up now during the election time. Something to think about. Not this, but they're bringing up the UFO parts. Interesting, they bring the UFO information back and want to release it to the public now during election time. And these emails, they don't want people to see these emails. They actually removed a lot of them from the internet, but I found them and I wanted to share it. Peace, signing out. Much love. Give me your thoughts.